Hey everyone, Greta here. Today I'll be talking about the banana back handstand versus the straight line handstand. And this shape of the spine has also evolved into Pincha Mayurasana. For those of us who are not familiar with what I'm talking about, here's a demo. I think I have it here. This is the banana back, and then this is the straight line. I hope it's right. Okay, so I'm just gonna go back, rewind a little bit. Like this, in the yoga world, back then, there was never a such thing as a banana back or straight line. It was just the pincha and the handstand. So these two shapes have been in the physical yoga practice for quite a while, okay? But back then, it was just another inversion. Okay? It didn't have a lot of attention, not until the recent years. And the recent years was because with social media, it's becoming so popular, and also yoga is becoming more popular itself. And a lot of people from different backgrounds are, tapping into yoga. And also, again, with the social media hashtags, handstand, yoga every day, and all those stuff, they kind of brought everything together. So this straight line handstand, it's more popular in the hand balancing world, the acrobatic world, and also the gymnastics world. For those kinds of performing art, it's more aesthetics. For yoga, it's never about aesthetics, it's more about the internal practice. So that is why the alignment is very different from both. However, because again, more and more people from different fields are merging into yoga, and then yoga people are also doing other kinds of movement practices, so that's why it's becoming a mix. That's why it's becoming quite blurry. Now let me say this again and again and again. I don't think the banana back is anything wrong or anything to be shameful of. You're balancing on the arms, you're balancing on your forearms, great, okay? That's just one of the variations of a handstand or a pincha. Same as like scorpion, same as lady leg, same as like seven, same as a tuck, just different variations of an inversion. However, if you're in a banana back, okay, and you have a lot of pressure in the lower back that you don't feel comfortable with, then that needs to be addressed. If not, then you don't really have to worry about it. Worrying about it meaning that you don't have to, be in despair that, oh my gosh, I'm in a banana back, I don't want it. First of all, ask yourself, why do you think a banana back is a bad inversion? Okay, answer this question before you want to change it. A lot of the people, me included, why we would have a banana-shaped handstand or inversion is because the way of our body is structured, designed, or the habits that make us, do a banana-shaped inversion. As you can see, when I'm standing on my feet, when my arms are raised up, if I'm not really controlling my body in any way, there will be an arch. My chest would stick out, my hips would go back. So that's just the way that my body is naturally because of the position of my pelvis. I do have quite a bit of a tight lower back and also tight shoulders, so that is what. So if I don't control this line and I go upside down with this, I would have a banana back handstand. Get it? It's just that when we're standing on both our feet, when we raise the arms up, no one really cares how we look like. But then once we get inverted, people are like, oh my gosh, you have a banana back. It's like it's brand new. It's like it never happened before and only happened in a handstand. No, it happens every time when your arms are raised. It just so happens that everything becomes magnified when you're in an inversion. And in order to do a straight line, a lot of things have to happen. So as you can see, when I'm standing on my 2 feet with my arms raised up in a straight line, I'm actually having my ribs hugged in a whole lot. I'm engaging my abdomen. I'm really lifting my arms up without compensating on my upper back and the chest. So there's a lot of muscular activities happening and a lot of training, a lot of muscle memory needs to be happening in order to stay in the shape when I'm upside down. So that is why even in on the outside in a straight line handstand, it looks kind of natural. It's not. It's nothing natural. The benefits of doing it in a straight line is the joints are stacked on top of one another, meaning elbows on top of the wrist, shoulders on top, ribs on top, hips on top, knees on top, ankles on top, and all that stuff. So the body is in the optimal shape to balance. However, in the real world, we all have our funky, weird little habits that causes the body to be misaligned. So that's why you will see the banana back handstand. That's the way that the body naturally holds itself up when it's upside down. The thing about having a banana back handstand is that the shoulders are not open to its full potential. You're using the upper back and the lower back to compensate and all that stuff. Okay. Again, it just depends on the habits. Is it a bad thing? It really depends on how you're looking at it. If you're balancing okay, if you can breathe all right, that's not a bad thing. If it starts to cause aches and pain in the shoulders, neck, upper, lower back area, then that needs to be addressed. For those of us who are trying to find that balance in the inversion, I would advise you to not be so concerned about the shape, the external shape. Find the balance first. But having in mind that you need to engage certain muscles, you need to push in a certain way, you need to lengthen in a certain way, just to aim for that. Okay. Again, balancing in the most optimal way would make less effort for the body. Okay, would be able to sustain a longer inversion. However, don't stress yourself out. Balancing is the key. All the other things are more aesthetics. Okay, it comes secondary. Okay, for me, I struggled for a very long time in the balance first, and then once I found the balance, then I worked on the other things, the other elements. And yes, I am able to do a straight line handstand and also a banana back. And why do I want to do a straight line? Simply because I'm curious about my body. I'm like, oh, can my shoulders open like that? Okay, I'm working towards it. Can I hold my body up in that way, in shape and form? Yes, I can. But then you really need to be aware of how you're moving, and then also the mindset. Okay, and don't beat yourself up. Again, you need to find the balance first before you find the other things. Okay, and once you find the balance, and then when you work on the other elements, it might feel you're regressing, but actually you're not. You're simply, progressing in various different ways. Making sure you are fully understanding that, how you evolve in a practice is never a linear way. Okay, it always kind of branches out, and there's so much things to learn. For me, having a straight line is more like the icing of the cake. Balancing in the inversion is the cake itself. Okay, so I cannot stress this enough. I have had way too many people coming to me and complaining about the shape of the body when they cannot even balance. Okay, so make sure you're fully aware of what comes first and what comes second. Okay, that way your practice would be a lot more happier. Don't beat yourself out. All right, that's it for my sharing for today. Hope it helps. I'm sorry for that car honking a little while earlier on. I am actually in a very busy neighborhood right now, so all this excitement is inevitable. So see you again soon. Take it easy.